and how is self-isolation treating all of you? So today I just came out for my little walk. Though there's only one thing that I hate about Toronto, and that is the ever-increasing speed of wind. मुंह पे ऐसे झापड़ लगते हैं, गाल सूख जाते हैं. Okay, enough complaining about the wind speed. Now I have some good news for all of you aspirants who want to immigrate to Canada. Now I will talk about the PNP programs, how PNP programs are going to be the star of immigration this year post this pandemic duration. Also, another important news, and that is straight from the immigration minister. I'm sure all of you are very worried that now, this economic recession and this pandemic is going to affect the number of new immigrants coming to Canada. On that note, I want to share this good news with all of you. Okay, wait. The Canadian Immigration Minister, Mr. Marco Mendicino, shared several updates with the Canadian Bar Association's Immigration Law section. And one of the main topic that he touched on, he said that we continue to rely on immigration. It will be an economic driver, and this will be the North Star of our policy going forward. So this is an incredible great news for all of you, coming straight from the immigration minister's mouth. Now let me take you to my newsroom, where I will tell you more details about the PNP programs and how different provinces are now emerging from the shadows of this pandemic era. Demi, what am I wearing for the newsroom today?
Here you go. It's good.
Thank you. Alright guys, before I enter the newsroom for Canada updates, let me tell you that this video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an incredibly vast online learning platform with hundreds of courses in all the professional fields from tutors all across the globe. You can select your courses according to your profession: interior decorators, search engine optimization, digital analyst, business analyst. The list is endless. You can learn from the convenience of your home just by opening your phone, tablets or laptops simply by using the Skillshare app. My personal course on Skillshare since the last 2.5 months is SEO, that is the search engine optimization, which is incredible for my business. The good news for all of you is that there is a link in the description for Skillshare. The first 500 viewers or subscribers to click on that link are gonna get 2 months of free subscription from Skillshare. Even after 2 months of free subscription, the monthly subscription comes to merely $11 a month, which is an extremely fair value for the knowledge that you get from Skillshare. So check out in the description, and I'll see you in the newsroom. Let's start with the Canada updates. In today's update, I'm going to share with you top 5 PNP programs for Canada, which are now coming out and shining in the middle of this crisis. Number 1 is Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program. SINP has held 5 draws in the year 2020, inviting candidates from the express entry and the occupation in demand stream. The SINP draw, held after the travel restrictions were imposed throughout Canada due to the pandemic, invited candidates only in the occupation in demand stream, inviting 205 candidates from 71 different occupations. The good news for all of you who are applying under SINP is that now you can request for an extension of 6 months to complete your entire application process and immigrate to Saskatchewan. The second PNP program, which is going extremely strong in the middle of this pandemic crisis, is the British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program. BC PNP has been regularly conducting its draws, inviting candidates who have job offers from the province and especially focusing on the tech sector. So all the IT guys, you have a very good opportunity right now to come to Canada through BC PNP Tech Draw. BCPNP is conducting its tech pilot draws every week, inviting candidates with the job offer in 29 different occupations in the tech sector to apply for the provincial nomination. At number 3, we have OINP, that is Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program. OINP held 3 different draws in the second half of last month of April, targeting entrepreneurs, French-speaking individuals and tradespeople in certain occupations. In the year 2020, OINP has been extremely instrumental in getting in new immigrants to Ontario. OINP issued Notification of Interest, that is NOI, to 1,440 applicants from the Human Capital Priorities stream, 549 through the French-speaking skilled worker stream, and 190 through skilled trades stream. At number 4, we have Manitoba. Manitoba PNP has held 3 different draws ever since the imposition of travel restriction. Manitoba is inviting candidates mainly in these 3 different categories: skilled worker in Manitoba, skilled worker overseas, and international education immigration categories. In addition to these categories, Manitoba is also inviting a number of candidates from the express entry profile, all those people who have expressed their interest to move to Manitoba. Altogether in these categories, Manitoba has sent 1,808 letters of advice to apply to different candidates in the year 2020. At number 5, we have Nova Scotia Provincial Nominee Program. In comparison to other PNP programs, Nova Scotia PNP program started much late. It held its first draw on 27th of April 2020, and it mainly focused on French-speaking individual only in this round. But keeping in mind the shortage of labor in the province of Nova Scotia, the Nova Scotia PNP program would now be focusing on English-speaking individuals as well to fill up the remaining quota throughout the year. AINP has also issued a notification of interest to candidates, and the CRS has gone as low as 300. But keeping in mind the current pandemic situation, AINP, even though it is still regularly holding the draws, but right now focusing only on the candidates who are currently in the province of Alberta. When I look at all these numbers which are coming from the PNP programs, my piece of advice to all of you is that make sure that you select the PNP options in your express entry profile, because as I said, PNP programs are going to be the star of immigration in the year 2020. So make sure guys you have selected those provinces where you want to move to, and also scan the independent PNP programs as well. In the end, the message of hope that I want to give you all is that all these provincial programs are highly active at the moment. They are getting in new immigrants. There is no stoppage anywhere. The immigration department is working, even though it is working remotely, but the process has not stopped. After almost 2 months of lockdown, all the provinces are coming back together to fight with this economic recession. The businesses are slowly opening up. Every province is using all precautionary measure, but the economy is going to get back on track, and so is the immigration. I've shared with you all the statement given by the immigration minister itself. Don't stress out. Your dreams will be fulfilled to come to Canada. Just hang in there, and I'll see you guys soon in Canada.